Okay, who should win this argument? The state saying they were unaware of the extent of Donna's alleged involvement until, as the judge put it so eloquently, until Catherine McBanawa testified. We saw a lot of her testimony. It does implicate Donna incredibly. And so now the state pushing back, they didn't realize what they had until this all kind of shook out. I mean, just like I said earlier in the program, you know, it's incrementally. We've been learning more and more about Danny Markel's murder and how far this web of a conspiracy reached. Let me bring in our guest analyst. He does criminal defense work and civil rights work in the private sector. He's also a former prosecutor, Randolph, on the program with us. Randolph, I could see you were taking a lot of notes, really listening intently to these arguments. Tell me where you stand with this. What are your thoughts, please?
Certainly. You know, Judge Everett, I think he probably asked it, and I think he probably maybe will follow up with the state. But ultimately, he's got to look at it. And by the way, for the viewers right now, the Sun Pass is the toll system in Florida. So that's the piece of evidence that they're looking at or they're arguing should be kept out. And those passes get recorded every time you drive through a toll. So the defense wants to have that information potentially as exculpatory to say, hey, look, she was somewhere else when this allegedly happened, or she was not where the state says she was happened. So they're saying that because they don't have this piece of evidence, that they are prejudiced by that, and that the state did that with bad faith. I'm interested to see if Judge Everett says, how did you come to the point of thinking Miss Adelson ultimately was that suspect? And then that clock starts as to when you, or whether you had bad faith. So I think he's getting to it. I think he's sort of drilling down with both arguments. And keep in mind, he's also got this all in written argument as well from both defense and state. So he's just picking out some of the finer points right now. But they're doing a good job. I think the state's doing a good job arguing how the progress went. I think the defense is doing a good job of saying, hey, look, we're prejudiced. We need this information. The problem is they don't really know if that information is going to help them. So it's a great argument on both sides. I'll be interested to see what Judge Everett does.
Great analysis, Randolph Rice. Thank you much. Stand by, please. We're going to hit a break. When we come back, we're going to hear a motion to move the trial to another courtroom. Stay tuned.